Hello YouTube and welcome to the TEPPEN balance update for the 17th of September 2021. This is a very interesting balance update. Quite a shocker actually. I didn't expect a couple things in this balance patch to actually happen. With me as always is the lovely Frank West. Thank you for coming by.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
How's the zombie hunting going?
Not too bad, you know?
Yeah?
Kind of taxing on my back, but I'm fine.
Taking a pause with the cause for a nice little balance update, guys. We got 9 areas to cover because they specifically targeted this guy in front of me, which is Nero, because it pretty much was the Nero buff, the Nero balance update. Or Hey Nico, really. And a lot of cards were actually adjusted in this balance update. But as you can see, Ragtime, Tomboy, Strider, Shield, the 2-cost new shield that was introduced, Hidden Intent, OG card, Amalgalam, Hope for the Brood Ryu, Possessing Malice, and Hey Nico. They actually, when they first introduced this, Hope for the Brood Ryu was not there. They've actually just added it. I remember reading some of the topics that they actually had to put Hope for the Ryu in because he does explore for shield. So they had to adjust that. So they had to actually put Ryu in there, which makes sense. So right now, Broken Card, Introduction 1, Ragtime. Originally, this card was an MP cost of 2, halt all enemy units for 13 seconds. It's now an MP cost of 1. You halt all enemy units for 13 seconds, and they gain damage taken plus 3 for 13 seconds. This card is stupid now.
I mean, it was kind of dumb before when you had Natural Cycle.
Yeah.
But it's even better now. That's for sure.
Oh.
Basically, you play this when your opponent has a full board. And if you have a full board, you're most likely going to kill all their units because you're doing massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, have fun with this. Green can clear boards because I can halt everything and they're going to take increased damage. 2 attack lines, and they can't really do anything about it, which is, you know, awesome for green, I guess. I mean, this is nice that green's getting this. It's going to Nero, but still, it's green. So,
yeah, and if you also play, like, let's say green-red, dual color, like, you could also, and obviously in that deck, you'll have some damage, right? Like, you'll have some damage actions. So you play this, and then you, let's say you use, what's that 2-cost Strider card? The legendary.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That will do a lot of damage.
Like that or Jolt. Yeah, cards like that or Jolt, like you're gonna do nuts damage. Like damage is insane.
Yeah, get ready for next month, guys. That's gonna be some crazy shit.
Yeah, even a card like Wyvern Gloves, because plus 3 additional damage. Wyvern Gloves does 2. That's 5 damage.
5 damage, man. It's nuts. And all it is going to cost you is 1 MP to explore. But, you know, Hey Nico will still explore for the 3 cards, but, you know, that's just the gimmick of it as it is. Tomboy, MP cost of 3, is now an MP cost of 1. Randomly increase the attack and HP of a friendly unit a total of 10 points. It's exactly the same effect. Nothing changed. I wish they actually gave it a proper stat value, even if it was like 2-8 or 5-5 would have been really stupid, pretty nutty actually. But I think maybe like a 2-4 like Fade, really. But
yeah, but I mean, it's like you're rolling the dice on this card. I mean, I think it's good now because back then, yeah, because it's only 1 MP. Back then, you would spend 3, and then if you got a bad roll, like you'd feel bad because you invested 3 mana.
Yeah.
Like now, you know, investing 1 mana and you get a bad roll, it's not really the end of the world.
Nah.
And if you get a high roll, then it's bad for your opponent.
1 MP for the glory. So, yeah, Tomboy and frickin' Ragtime, pretty awesome buffs, actually. Ridiculous buff for Ragtime and a good buff for Tomboy, but overall, good changes. Strider now. SA class Strider. Thank God they went and touched him up. So, MP cost of 5, attack was 2, HP 7, had Rush. He randomly explores for option A, B, or C. Wish he explored in order, still doesn't do that. The change now to Strider is that he has 1 HP increase, and he no longer has Rush. So Strider is still good to open, but he's not the best thing to open up every time now for red.
He's still ridiculously strong. He's still a strong card. You generally don't probably play him in any other deck but Antibody. I mean, you could, but you would have to play him more strategically for sure.
You would be more strategic.
Even then, like Strider can still snowball. Like if you don't deal with him, like he can still snowball like before, right? As soon as he starts exploring for those actions, that's when it just gets out of control.
Yeah. But this does allow, when you see someone play Strider, you know, you have time to react to it. It's not just, oh crap, he's played, I don't have an answer yet. Or,
yeah, 10 seconds.
I don't have time to react to this crap, so you got time now. So that's the change to Strider. Okay, good. At least they addressed it and changed it up. Shield, the 2-cost green card. So MP cost of 2, give yourself 3 shields for the hero. Units cannot block for 13 seconds. The difference is now you only get 2 shields, which I think is fine. Like, it was pretty nutty at how this card was, how strong it was, actually. Giving you for 3 shields, so...
Yeah, 3 shields for 2 MP was just dumb. Like, the amount of stall that you could do with it. And I've seen people, you know, kind of mad or frustrated that this card got hit. You know, kind of defending that it wasn't that bad. Like, nah, that's not true.
No, hell no. This card was pretty ridiculous, actually.
Like, it should have never even been a standalone card.
No.
Like, that's how strong this card was. Like, and it's still a good card. Like, 2 MP for 2 shields is not bad.
Yeah.
You're just not getting that additional crazy value with the extra shield. But I think it's still a good card.
I think it's fine. I think it's a fair change. Honestly, probably should have only stuck with Ryu. But, hey, they made these cards available, and it probably was a really bad idea. But anyway, moving on. So that's the shield change. It's a fair change. I am okay with it. I have no quarrels. I'm glad it's not as OP as it used to be. Still a good card. Alright. Here's the first kill card. Hidden Intent. Alright.
It's trash.
Cheers, dead. This card just got... What's the term? Nuked. Or what happened to Black Crown Mordango?
Black Crown's Madness.
Black Crown's Madness. What happened to it? What was it? What would we say when that happened to that card?
Trash.
Just trash. It just got obliterated by the TEPPEN gods. You could negate an MP cost of 5 or less for half your life for an MP cost of 2. Now you can only negate an MP cost of 4 or less for half your life. For 3 MP. This card just got gutted.
I mean, the only card you'd probably negate with that would probably be like, what's that 4-cost destroy that Black has, the legendary?
Yeah, the 4-cost legendary destroy, purple's 4-cost legendary bounce. I like
even then, like, you're spending 3 mana to negate a 4-cost, and then you're also spending half your health. Nah, dude, like this card is trash.
Yeah. It's not good. They killed it. In hindsight, we know the reason why they killed this card.
PB.
Green. P green. If you know the reason why this has been nuked. But yeah, it's
basically Dango killed this card.
Dango killed this card. Yeah. Plus, it's a core card. It's never going away. It's a core. It's always going to be here.
I mean that's the obvious explanation that they didn't want dual color purple aggro decks running around anymore, or being able to just say no, you can't do that.
Well,
which I mean, if the way I see it is this card was pretty skill intensive when it comes to any other negate, because you are spending half your health.
Yeah, you are.
Using this card on the wrong target could lose you the game. So in that aspect, I think, you know, hitting intent is it's pretty sus, but at the same time, like, obviously they don't want PB or any purple hybrid decks being able to negate 5 MP cards or lower, right? Like, I think that's really the case.
Yeah, if you're gonna negate anything high, you have to spend more for it. Fine. I mean, now we're looking at this, really. with this negated, I was about to say something here. That leaves purple's best negate is Sown in the Sands, and that's going to be rotated out next expansion. So that leaves.
I mean, even Stone and Sand, you have to mix in quests, and at the same time, it only negates 4 costs or lower.
But
it doesn't negate 5.
It doesn't negate 5, but it's a 2-cost negate. That's the thing. It's a 2-cost.
Yeah.
So like
2-cost negate. This was the only negate that negated 5 costs.
Yeah.
Except for what's that other one with Leon and Ada?
That's
a 3-cost negate.
It's a 3-cost negate. Bad influence, which returns the card back to their X pocket, but half.
It was something bold. It was something bold.
Bold interference, whatever it was. But
bold face 5.
Yeah, bold face slide. That's it. It stops the 6 MP or whatever, and then it reduces the cost of it by 1 or 2, and it goes back to their X pocket.
Yeah, so that is good.
No, like, purple's down to unforeseen interference. Ada's 1 where you have to get a memory count. Bold face lie, and there's the negate that's based on how many units are on the board. If there are 6 units, you can negate 6 MP or less.
I mean, you also have the 7-cost negate, but
and there's a 7-cost negate. I mean, like, that's just a rare occasion negate that you're gonna run. But like, I'm just saying, like, the ones you go for that are 2 and 3, those are it. That's it.
I mean, dual color only used this basically. Like, this is the only negate dual color ran.
Yeah.
They didn't run it, but now they have no choice but to run interference. And even if they do run interference, like, this can't stop like cards like what's that 5-cost MP growth card? Like, they can't stop cards like that anymore. So
no, they can't. So this pretty much knocks out dual color purple Express. So bye bye, and so long. It was a well good card. 2 years running.
I'm give me the.
All right, it does, but it gets more intense. We get more. We get Amalgam because this thing was stupid on release.
Oh, dude, Amalgam was just way too good. Like, for being a 300 pound, dude, this card needed a nerf. Like,
yeah,
I'm glad they did.
I think they did gut this one too. It no longer gets +2/+2 when you fully growth it, pretty much, because +1/+1/+1/+1 and spillover. Now it's just, it has an HP increased by 1. It still cannot block any attacks. When you use an action card, it gains spillover, and then it, on the next level, gains +1 attack. This card is just so weak now. I mean, you could still run it in a fade if you get the buff action card. Like, you could still make it work because it still has spillover, but like, it's just not as powerful as it used to be anymore.
I think PB also was one of the reasons for this card getting hit.
I mean, I was running it in RP, but like, that was fun in RP.
There's no, like, what are you gonna do with an 8 attack Amalgam coming your way with spillover? It's gonna break your board.
Yeah. So I salute you, Amalgam. You were fun for whatever time it was, and now you're kind of dead.
I don't think you run this card anymore.
Nah. You can chuck him the wayside like Hidden Intent, really. But I mean, I guess he could still be played, but he probably won't.
Nah, you'll probably run him, but you probably don't run 3 of them anymore.
Nah, maybe just a one-off, depending. If you really miss him.
Like, I mean, 3/6 combo, it's not the worst thing, right? And then if you get the buff, you can buff him. He's still playable. It's just he's not broken. He's kind of just fair.
Yeah, fair. That's the bottom line. Fair. All right. Next up, Black Possessing Malice, another core card. And because the 3 was destroy a unit, any unit on the board, replace it with a copy of itself. Your hero takes life point damage equal to the MP cost of the unit. Now, all it does is remove the unit that you target and replace it with another fresh unit. You cannot gimmick cards anymore with Possessing Malice. It is actually just a fair card now, actually.
Yeah, I think this might have been just because of the Phoenix decks that were cropping up. Other than that, the they wanted to future proof their future sets and not have Malice, you know, exploit any cards.
Because it hella exploited so much crap. It hella exploited so much crap. Sigma was the main choice. The Sigma was the main thing, man. 3 Sigmas in a deck, excuse me.
Yeah, triple Sigma, dude. Not anymore, dude.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Coming next month, that shit's done. Like, you ain't gotta do that anymore. No more Phoenix Wreck bull crap. Like, none of the just gimmicky shit anymore. I think it's fair. It removes the unit. You still reset a unit you know you're gonna lose, so you can still use this card. It's just you're removing it from the game. You're not gonna have a copy in the graveyard now. That's it.
I mean, in Unlimited, you still see triple Sigma and you still see Domador. Like, you're not gonna see Domador decks anymore in Unlimited.
Nah, Possessing Malice is just going bye-bye, as the Teppen gods have nerfed this card down. To being fair,
I really don't care about Malice. Like, I'm kind of like unbothered by the change, to be honest.
I mean, I wasn't expecting it, to be truthfully honest. I was like, oh, they're actually doing it. Cool, great. I think I knew the reason why too. It was just like, yeah, it's probably the stupid Phoenix decks, but alright, cool. They tackled it, great. Like you said, future-proofing cards so it doesn't exploit future cards. Good. At least they're getting that stuff right. And finally, Hero Art. Hey Nico! Was an AP cost of 17, is now an AP cost of 16. That's pretty much it. So that's a nice change.
Yeah, basically the same as Rocket Launcher, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Rocket Launcher was no, Rocket Launcher was more expensive. They actually made it cheaper. Pretty
yeah, but
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 16 AP right now currently. Either way, 16 AP, it's not a big difference, but like 1 AP sometimes can make the difference.
Oh yeah, no. It definitely can. So yeah, like I said, this expansion pretty much was the Nero buff. The Hey Nico. I guess I'm gonna go, hey Nico, what deck do I run really? We're just because Hey Nico's good now. Starting next month, Hey Nico's gonna be really good, and it's just like trying to figure out, hey Nico, what deck do I run?
You could run the Dan action and red green Nico, and you could instantly get your hero art.
Yeah, man, just getting these actions that are all cheap now. They're all 1 cost. Like, I was having a discussion with Hunter already, and it was just like, you know, they could have just slightly nerfed Zero, but they chose to buff Hey Nico instead. That's what I'm just saying, but yeah.
Even if they nerf Zero, like, you would still have to buff Nico, because Nico sucks.
Nico's probably still stuck, but yeah. Guess you're not touching Zero now.
I guess the argument is, oh, why would you buff Nico and then not buff Dante or X when Nico is somewhat playable? Like, no, Nico is not playable. Like, yeah, like the hero art is like more playable than, let's say, like Hard Tank or Guy Armor or any of that, but like it's still bad. Like, it was still a bad hero art.
Yeah, just the random 3 cards and the fact that, you know, 1, some were 2, and some were 3, and then it was just like you look at 0 and all these actions are 1. You're like, what the fuck? Excuse me? So at least dropping everything to 1 now out of Hey Nico.
Ridiculous, but I don't think it's gonna be too strong right away because, like, right now, like the last set focused on green growth, so yeah. I don't really think the generic green deck that can just like splash like really good generic green cards together and like make it work, right? I mean, I think I have an idea of just making like maybe like Action Nico, like if you remember Action Yon.
Yeah, so, I did.
Making like Action Nico thing maybe. So just running like 3 leader summons, you know, things like Soaring Spirits, 3 Mia. You know, you flood the board, like you stall out the game. You use cards like Ramen. What's that other card? It's a 4 cost. The Monster Human. It's the waifu. Like, she does 7 damage when you ascend on her.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
So probably maybe like a stall Hey Nico deck, I think, where you just basically wipe your opponent's board with that 4-cost unit I'm talking about, and then you just out heal the damage, and then you win on time.
You could go on time. Yeah, like just right now, because green just doesn't have anything that's like a neutral setting that could go anywhere. So everything kind of goes with specific hero arts depending. So nothing really is kind of a neutral out of green. So I'm going to assume next expansion there'll probably be a little more flex with green cards that you could actually have a really good, decent Hey Nico deck.
Yeah, depending on what we get next set.
Depending on what we get, yeah.
It's the same thing with Yon right now. That's why Yon's not good, because Yon doesn't have a really good deck right now. Like, the thing is, like, you don't have a win con outside of, like True Power, they have a win con. Quest, they have a win con. Yon, no win con.
No win con.
Nico, so that's one of the problems too.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, guys, this is the balance update. Like, yeah, this was quite a few surprises, and then when some cards were hit, it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised about that, but I definitely, my surprise goes to Gambra, to Ragtime. Ragtime was just the biggest change that I did not expect.
Expecting people to mess around with True Power just because it's like, you know, just because of the changes. So like, I expect to see like maybe like Quest Nico, Growth Nico.
Mm.
You might even see one. I don't think Big D Green Nico would work.
No, you need stability. You need to keep the units on the board, and that's where Shield Spire comes into play for that one better. So Quest and Growth, and you know, something else that someone might come up with. So that's the stuff we're going to see out of for the Hey Nico stuff next month.
I think Quest Nico could be a thing because you have cards that give HP, like there's that 3-cost that can heal your whole board, and then there's that 2-card. What's the escape capsule that also gives HP and it gives the Doll's memory effect on the 3rd one.
That's right.
So you can heal in Quest besides, you know, using Shield Spire as your hero art to accomplish Quest or whatever. I still don't think it's gonna be like top tier. I mean, it might be. Who knows? Like, we'll have to wait and see. But it might be like high tier 2.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Don't know for certain yet, but once we get to the next month, we'll find out. Once, you know, some experimentation has happened, and we'll figure stuff out. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the balance update for September. Quite a interesting balance update, actually. It was really a nice, real shocker of how much they really were buffing Nero. It's just, I just couldn't believe it. And yeah, a real nerf to purple.
Kind of makes sense to go because it's kind of his time to shine. Like, his growth is good right now.
Yeah.
Like, why not buff? No, like, why not buff Nero?
Yeah, man.
Like, he got
good.
Like, I feel like that's why they buffed Nero. I think it's because they gave him support in this set with growth, and they wanted maybe one of his other hero arts to be viable, while at the same time, like, he's seen more popularity.
Yeah.
So I think it's the perfect time to buff Nero. Like, some people are mad, but I mean, it's because they love X, right? It's not really that.
Yeah, I get the X lovers. Look, I'm a fan of X too. Just sucks. It'll happen, and maybe eventually. Who knows? We'll find out.
It's gonna happen. Heroes that are gonna are X and Dante. Like, they're next on the list. Like, why would they buff Oichi or Amaterasu? Like, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, if Amaterasu gets a change, I'm gonna be like, what? Excuse me? If it's a nerf, fine. If it's a nerf, fine. I don't care. But it's like, if it's a buff, I'm like, excuse me?
Well, if they buff Ami before they buff X, then we riot.
Then we riot. Because we're like, excuse me. The robot needs attention. That robot needs some love, okay? Give some love. Anyway.
Hero was that way for a long time. Like, let's not forget that.
Yeah, man. It's been some time. Hopefully we see it soon. Well, obviously it's going to be like probably not till next year, most likely for X. Next year, 3rd year of TEPPEN.
Every 2 months, after the expansion, like month, we get the balance update.
September, October, November. What? December? Would be December. I'm not kind of expecting anything else till next year, to be truthfully honest. But if we do get, sure.
Probably December, right?
I mean,
or September. Then coming in November is a new set. So yeah, I think September. I mean December. Yeah, December might be when we get the next balance update.
Okay, December, guys. We'll see you in December. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Thank you again, my man, Expert Hunter, as always. This has been fun.
Man.
Good changes. Really interesting changes. Really cool patch. Like, I'll admit, the patches from at least today, this one and the last one, which I'm sorry I never discussed, were actually good. It's nice that they're actually, targeting hero arts and specifically, going after cards that are a problem. Could just be, and at least they're getting slightly better at it. At least it's not three things they're changing. That's the thing. I remember that was one balance patch. It was 3 changes, and I'm pretty sure they were just buffs.
Everything that they touched on this list is seeing play right now, so it's fine.
Yeah, and that's what's important, which is very good. All right, please nerf Momo and Nina next.
Momo, I don't like her. I don't like her art. I don't like her art. I don't like her effect. Leave my princess alone, okay?
Please, I don't know. I just think they need a turn down. Maybe just a fraction.
Nina's fine, dude. Nina's fine.
Okay, maybe not Nina, but her actions need a turn down.
Well, it's not really the actions, it's the fact that she reduces the MP on the actions.
Maybe she just not reduce the MP at all. I'm okay with that.
But then you have to play Nero at 4 MP, that sucks.
I know. Somewhat challenging instead of, well, I've got all these one-cost actions, I better just throw them out. And, like...
You have to set Nina up, though. Like, you have to play her, and then you have to expose her to danger.
I know. I do that every time I'm playing red. It's like, okay, she's got to get up, and it's like, alright, cool. Give me my rewards.
Okay, it's not really danger against any other color but red. Obviously, you throw out Nina against red, like, they have jolts, they have, they have cards that do damage, so,
yeah.
That's the only time. Other than that, Nina, pretty open.
Pretty open. Anyway, that's a whole topic for another time. It's just a discussion for a whole different situation. Anyway, thank you again for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Please leave those likes and comments below as always. Do you enjoy this patch? Are you upset that Dante and X have not been touched? Let us know. It's always fun because I know people are pissed about that. But were you expecting these changes? Did you think they were going to touch these cards? Because I honestly didn't think they were. So specifically Hidden Intent. I was not expecting the Hey Nico change. I mean, I was hoping for the Hey Nico change. I was not expecting Hidden Intent.
I mean, I was definitely expecting Strider to get hit sooner or later, but like,
Strider was obviously.
Slap on the wrist for Strider.
It's a slap. It's just, well, Strider, look, you no longer have Rush, so we'll give you HP. Go on, have fun. He's like, okay. I was a nuisance, but I'm okay. Anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time in the next video as always. Take care, stay safe. Ciao, everybody.